Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 You just heard the sound of the king of the south. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys looking for a rare win after dropping 7 in their last 9. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewer. It's going to be Tyler Loop to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite, the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Setting up to throw. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down.
And put a receiver in motion left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
60 Bison, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
First down.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Going to the ground again on first. I mean, they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions, Warriors, 17. Ready,
Gabriel here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Cap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs, then 3rd downs, and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Broncos and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting 2nd in the NFL in receptions. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That's caught for the first. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We've set it downs from 37. First down, play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, Denver.
They'll play action on first down. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Throwing on seconds. They're on him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to fourth down.
On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle.
A 34-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Here we go.
They'll take over here, first and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to get this one in 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
A give now from the gun. This surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
70 Lions.
Another carry for him. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to the well again. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Second down carry for Achane. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so block that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hawk 70, 7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Going on third down, Gabriel. Walker hauls it in. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he stops as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
37-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. All set now. First and 10.
Ready.
We give to Reynolds. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
They run. Here's Reynolds. And also Ledger just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On the gun, Gabriel. Oh, this big guy is moving! And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Jonas Sanker on the coverage.
They're throwing it. He finds his running back, Henderson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone on 1st. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
Ready, set.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Eagles in the NFC East. And here's the Eagles wideout. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Eagles just will not lose. The perfect season is still alive. They get another win. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is the running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Lions win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is the Colts wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go, start. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now as the play clock got down to 5, a timeout comes in. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready.
They give it to him again. And there's the stop. He's got 9 yards on 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get it.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ready.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
On the jump.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready.
Let's stick with Achane. He's going to have this one down to the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
We've set it downs from the 37.
Here we go. Here we go. 60.
Achane again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped just shy of that first down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger. Literally, as this game's going on.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's go now.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop him short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't. And you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Hand off now from the gun. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out at halftime.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as Tom runs out the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. They'll work against the blitz. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He's got this at the 27. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
Ready?
Good field position as the Steelers come up to him. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Get up. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come on, come on.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Go! 70 Lions. Go!
Back to the well again. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down.
Back! Viking 18! Ready?
Running with Achane here under the gun. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ready?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
The give now out of the shotgun. This is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 8. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready?
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Which is a gain of 3 there. And the Steelers have his 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
Right up the gut. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's so tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock